I'm going to do something a little different tonight for me anyway. I'm going to turn the camera on the telescope like I normally do, doing 360s with the camera. But I'm going to go counterclockwise today with my camera instead of clockwise. It is a reverse telescope too, keep in mind. I don't think I've ever gone counterclockwise that I can remember. Then again, I'm not remembering much these days, so who the fuck knows. It actually makes more sense with my clockwise rotation that I'm always talking about the moon going around our sky in a clockwise rotation. Because really, I should be going backwards with my camera, counterclockwise, if I want the moon to do its normal clockwise rotation in the sky, seeing that I'm using a reverse telescope. I think. I don't know. Do the math. I think the lens already is all steamed up. I can't see. I gotta go get some tissue to start wiping the lens. I mean, they're trailing, but not that bad. It's not the full moon, that's why. Still got like 3 days before we get to the full moon. Probably not gonna get it. They'll probably trail me in. Or I'll end up being out here trying to get 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, or some shit. Oh yeah, they're trailing the moon in now. Yep, big fucking trails going back and forth now. You can probably hear the trail jet in the microphone of the camera. Picks it up real good. And when you do hear the trail jet, the one that's going by right now, remember that I'm not able to hear it. I cannot hear it with my ears. I can hear that dog barking in the background, but I can't hear the jet that I know when I watch my videos back. I can hear him. So that's one big one going right by the moon, one big trail. Pretty dark in color. And it's going to open up and it's going to block my view to the moon. Here comes another one. Here comes number 2. Oh my fucking God. If I had night vision, I'd love to get you this on camera. This is something. And these are low. These are like 6,000 feet, 5,000, 6,000 feet. I can hear that one a little with my ears. I can hear this one a little. But it's still going to be louder on the camera than I'm hearing it. Probably because the microphone will knock down other noises that are in background or something. They're blocking out my fucking view to the moon. These cocksuckers, man. Not just me, but anybody else that wanted to look, if anybody else ever did look. I want to keep going light to light with the camera, but I don't know if I'm going to have time now. Here comes the first one's coming. Now that I just seen that, I mean, I did see a couple other crisscrossers that were going northwest to southeast. They never go north to south. They never go south to north that I ever can remember. They'll do S's sometimes. But now that I just seen that happen, here comes one of them right now. It's going to come right in front of our view to the moon. You'll see it coming through a watch. You're going to see it go through the camera. There it is. That's right there. So it's getting foggy in the camera right there. It's going to pass it pretty quickly. It's almost out. It's almost out. It's out now. All right, so that's that one. And then the other one's coming down. The second one that just went by is coming down now. It'll be to us in a few minutes, probably by the time the camera goes through. But now that I seen that, I know damn well in the next hour or two, it's just going to get worse and worse. They're going to trail the shit out of us really quickly. And if you notice, anybody that's out right now looking at the moon by chance, notice that they're only going east to west, west to east, and they're only in our south. We're here in Massachusetts, but they're in our south. So we don't see them in our north, which is another telling thing, something that tells us something on these certain nights, right? It's about dividing us from the energy. It's about dividing us from the moon's energy. That's what it is. Keeping us from it. I forgot to get tissue. I think it's fogged up. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, there's a cloud right in front of it, chemtrail. And then there's a second one that's opened up already, that's already floating over towards my view also, so that's gonna get in our way. Alright, the dark one's gone, but now I got this fluffy, not so dark one coming through. Spread out, that's why. Spread out so it's lightened up a little. I don't know that I should be calling them dark either. Heavier until they float out. Yeah, here comes a lot of. Yep. All right. Yeah, it's not gonna be so great. There's a big cloud trail in front of it, but I'm gonna keep going. If it clears up, which I doubt, I'll just go back around again. They're gonna do this every night through the full moon again. Every month, every full moon, as we're building to it, as we're coming down from it. Otherwise, the stars are everywhere, the sky's clear, it's just these trails. All in our view to the moon, in our path. What a bitch, man. I can hear another one now, but I don't see it yet. Oh, I see it now. It's way in the back. It's in my. Oh, yeah, there's many of them in my heavy south. I can see a bunch of them in my heavy south. 1, 2, 3 at least, anyway. That's a bunch to me. They're going east to west, west to east. That's so funny. So, anybody viewing the moon from the other side, from my south, trying to view the moon, is also going through the same thing, being trailed in. Unbelievable how they do this, and nobody pays attention. This one that opened up is going to be a real pain in my balls. It's really big. It's opened up so large that it's going to take a while, and it looks zigzaggy. So I don't even know if I should fucking bother or what. I mean, I can see through them. What a bitch. Little clear spot, or somewhat clear spot. Not as heavy. Everything seems to be going south. The trails and everything seem to be floating south. More trails in my south as well. Another jet going through right now. You might be able to hear this one. It's a little closer, but they're still in my south. They're not blocking my view. They're blocking whoever's in my south. There's a lot of them over there. There's a lot of them. That's 20 trails in my southern horizon right now. And they're staying there as lines. They're not opening up real big yet. They're opening up very slowly. That means this one that we're looking through right now must be real old. It must be like an hour or two old to be opened up as much as it is. Because these other ones back here are all staying closed up. They're just lines in the sky. They're not clouds yet. I had two friends this week talking about these trails that they know absolutely nothing about, never looked at them other than me pointing at them and bitching that no one pays attention to them, but probably more to fuck with me. The first one claimed that they're just jets flying people around, right? No, never looks at them, doesn't pay attention to the fact they only go east to west and west to east. East, yeah, they'll go diagonal. They do go diagonally, but they never go north to south. They never go south to north. They don't crisscross them here like they do in California and other places that I've seen them crisscrossing. Because in them places they do go north to south. There's going to be a reason for that. That they're using those crisscrosses for a reason different than weather. These lines, these east to west ones, those are to inflict the weather. Yeah. So,
What color should I use for this?
what is it?
I was doing a sketch and I thought it'd be cool to like do it on Facebook. I did.
Oh yeah. That's what I need a ghosty looking, I think. Right? Like just shadow it,
Oh, shade it.
shade it,
Oh, that's a good idea.
gray or black or something. Yeah, this way it's there, but it's kind of hidden. You know? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. I'd be careful how I shade it because I don't know how to do it. But however you do it, maybe shade it with light or something, right? Light, a little bit of black for the eyelashes, a little bit of red on the lips or whatever. Just and then shadow and then maybe have a do their hair maybe with light. No.
I think it was portrait light and then other hair's kind of.
No, it looks like it's looking out.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, it looks ghosty. Yeah, it's good. Nice job. That's one right above our head. And because we know everything is going south, then we know that that trail is going to be right in front of our view to the moon in about 10-15 minutes. And I'm sure there'll be more. I mean, I could see the other ones that were hours ago all opened up. They're going to be interfering with what I'm showing you, but not so bad that I can't do it. So I'm going to keep going. But they're still coming with the trails anyway. All right, come on. Got a clear spot for about 10 minutes. Yeah, there's a big difference between checker pattern trails that we don't get really around here. I don't think I've ever seen them here actually, but I've seen them in pictures and video over California. And did I ever see them anywhere else? I think just California. Not that I've seen everybody's videos of trails, but I've seen a lot of them. And we get the crisscrosses, we get the X's because, like I said, they do go northeast to southwest and southwest and northwest to southeast and all that. So you'll get X's, but you don't get checkerboard. So what I'm saying is, to all these people, including my friends, who say these are just jets that are just innocently flying people around, there's lots of reasons why that doesn't work. I mean, so many. I'll just off the top of my head. First of all, you can check the local flights and look at the flight listings, which I've done with people over the years. That you guys got these fancy telephones that let you do that, and you can easily see that these are not the flights that are above our heads. Another one is that the simple elevation that we're allowed to fly, 10,000 feet, where all these jets that are shooting out trails, they're all at 10,000 feet. Commercial flights are going to be 30,000 to 60,000 feet. Private jets get a little more leeway, somewhere around the 30,000 foot mark for jets. But then private planes have to be below 6,000 feet. And they have to be above, I don't know, I'd be lying if I said I was even going to have a good guess at that. But I know some of the numbers. And oh, that's why it's turning. Okay. So, anyways, that's another reason why none of that works. So in other words, there's no business for any social unless you're leaving or coming in for a landing or leaving, right? So if you're taking off or landing, yes, you get to use that space to go up or down, and it's very heavily regulated for many reasons, for sound and pollution and whatever, and staying safe, keeping everybody at their heights that they're supposed to be at, so there's no accidents and all that crap. So that blows it out of the water that these jets that are trailing us, what a lot of people, the CIA wants us to call them chemtrails. The Freemasons, the Illuminati, they like us to call them chemtrails. That's why they'll have Encyclopedia Britannica and other scientists tell you, oh no, those are condensation trails. And then you get to go back and forth, and there's all geoengineering, cloud seeding, all kinds of other names that are on it that are out there that we all know about. But yet, my friends are still denying this. They won't even look. They won't even look at what we're showing them. And yet they deny what they can see with their own eyes. Um, so there's a lot of reasons why everybody should have been looking at this all along. I mean, we're under attack. And for 7.8 billion people not to realize that they're under attack like this when it's going on right above their head, it's not such a hard thing for me to understand after all these years of showing it, because I noticed that we do the same thing with the food, water, and the air we breathe in a lot of different ways. It's not only the trails. We are on a fucking suicide mission for our offspring and other generations that are supposed to follow us. They're not going to have the life that we had. And even if they're not supposed to, it should at least be a decent life. It should not be selling them into slavery like we just did, because that's what we're all done now. We're fucking done. We're done. We did it. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can say about it. I'm trying to show everybody still. I'm being allowed to show you, but it's not going anywhere. So, the chemtrails, they can use them for so many things. What the hell are they doing? That was weird. Um, they do use them for so many things, but nobody really wants to know. Nobody really has a real interest in reality or truth or anything. It's weird, very strange to me. So, my only answer is the trails themselves, which we never were really allowed to say or talk about because we would be called crazy. But it is the air that we breathe. So if everybody can see that we're under attack like this and still remain in denial about it, I mean, everyone around me going to, they're all going to sports games and events and uh, all these weird shit that we were told is supposed to be normal and good when nobody's paying attention to all these things that are going on right in front of our eyes that are way more important than all the lies, way more important than all the bullshit stories. I'm showing you guys the only way to fight against the digital IDs, the only way to fight against the tyranny and slavery that's about to get even worse than it already is. I'm showing you a way that you can battle all that without violence just by looking at the system, seeing it for what it is. And then no one can lie to you anymore. When they come to you and tell you all their 250 years worth of lies, somewhere around there, 280 years worth of lies, whatever it's been, then you can tell them, I know that every fucking thing that you've done and said that came out of your human mouth over the last few hundred years has all been a lie. So I'm not going along with none of it. We're going to start over without any of this bullshit. Everyone's afraid to do that because no one realizes the power that they all withhold as one in the true creator system. We are so powerful. Divided under the false creator slash creator system, we are also powerful. Even divided, because knowing the division is only one part of us. The one is another part that we get to enjoy. So if you're going to be a creation of the false creator slash creator, a biospecies with a fucking brain and a consciousness, then we should be taking advantage of that and seeing things for what they are instead of lying to ourselves about it all. And the people that are feeding us these lies that we all go by, they're not doing it in our best interest. So all the religious crap and all the political crap, all being a lie, and us still going along with it. I think I gotta wipe the lens. There's more clouds coming in too. I mean, you guys are just, we're months away from the digital ID. Now, people that are going to fight the digital ID, like myself, I'm not going to do any of that shit. Oh, crap, I'm not doing none of that. So they'll take me out, all right? And the people that are willing to be slaves will probably still be taken out. You're going to have to be, they're not going to keep anybody around this time. They're just not. They're not. Anybody that thought this was a financial reset has been proven wrong. This is a total reset of the whole entire earth. It's not a country thing. It's only happening in 3 countries or 10 countries. No, it's the earth over. It's the entire earth over. And every day they're thrown in our face more and more, every country. And we're watching this happen. It's crazy, man. I mean, there are too many factual things that nobody pays attention to because you got so many stories mainstream, including the internet, is even, oh my God, there's just so much fake fucking false information, man. So it's just easier to know and understand the true creative system so that you don't have to live by any of the lies. And you're not going to have a hard time understanding that when I say everything that you've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, programmed has been a lie, you know to take that seriously, and you know to really look into that as a reality, not as just some guy spouting out a bunch of crap, you know. No, it's real. It's true. That what I'm telling you is true. It's the only true thing that you're ever gonna know, or right now, anyways. While everybody's still, I don't know, supposedly waking up. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. So they don't realize that in the Ukraine has already gone over to digital ID. That was easy for them. Russia, you could see how Russia works together with the U.S., works together with UK, works together with Iran. They're all working together. Um, us, the 7.8 billion zombie slaves, we hire these governments to do this for us, and to lie to us. We pay them literally with our souls to lie to us about absolutely everything. But they're supposed to be doing a good job when they lie to us. If we're going to be bypassing our mirror neuron, that's what they're all about. That's what governments are all about. You can say it's all kinds of other things, but that's really what it is. The 7.8 billion zombie slaves do not want to face their mirror neuron. Those who do not possess a mirror neuron, we call them psychopaths, they don't possess a mirror neuron. And therefore, they usually end up higher ranking than the rest of the humans just because they don't have to deal with the mirror neuron. The rest of us have to develop a mirror neuron manipulator if we're going to live with ourselves knowing all the terrible, terrible shit that we do. Whether it's the last 300 years or the last 10,000 years, I'm still open to timelines. And the timelines might even be changing again for me. So, but what a bunch of fucking zombie slaves we are, man. Going along with all this shit. So Taiwan back in 2020 under the pandemic scheme goes goes over to digital ID. So now they had millions. I don't know, remember what the exact number was because I was tired when I heard it. Maybe 20 million. So 20 million Thai humans all lost their bank account because they didn't want to go over to the digital ID. They're still fighting it and they lost their money. Whether it was a couple hundred, what do they use over there? Yen? Maybe American dollars. I don't know. But anyways, their bank accounts are frozen up. Their lives were destroyed. Millions of people didn't do anything wrong. They're just going over to digital currency. We all know China has already had this going for a long time. This is why I keep telling you guys when I say that China is going to be the new leading world power, that's true. The whole world over, though, the whole earth over, is all going for a reset. So they don't need us. They don't need us this time. They got the fucking AI now. So they don't need us. They're going to get us down to 500 million, maybe. 750 million people, maybe. And they're going to do it quickly. They're going to do it very quickly. Right now, everything's been slow motion. The pot's been boiling. The frogs have been jumping into the flame. That's been going on for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. But now they're doing another reset, just like they did other times in history that we don't even know about because we are not willing to investigate and research their lies. Not go and research them in books and other human influence because we all know that those are all lies as well. The only place we're going to get any truth and any reality is to look at what it is I'm showing you because we can all go look at these things. They're all around us right now. We call them nature, we call them natural. And we make up bullshit stories about the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast faces only. We lie to ourselves and tell us it's our imagination. It's not our imagination. We're seeing reality and we're denying it. It'll all become clear if you just go and look. Stop denying yourselves your own power, your own ability to see. If you want to look at it as a power to be able to see it, it's not really. It's something that we all have. I think the true power is used against us. And we play mental gymnastics with ourselves, telling us, oh no, can't be. What I can see with my own eyes just can't be. Another trail coming in right now to my view. Yeah, a whole bunch of them coming in now. Another one right above my head too. I didn't even hear it. It's about 6, 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7 trails all floating in. Some of them being laid out in the last few minutes. Nobody sees them. Nobody knows. Nobody looks. Nobody gives a fuck. Biggest thing ever. What I'm showing you is the biggest thing ever, but the trails is it's just a bonus for me. Having all those years of experience talking to people about the trails and seeing their total denial of what they could see with their own eyes was great experience for me when I found the true creator and when I found the false creator / creator. When I found those entities and realized all these other things that came with identifying them, all great things and great knowledge instead of belief system. You have knowledge. You'll know things rather than believe them. It's great. It sucks that, you'll be the only one. That part sucks. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to feel all special and get an ego? That would be the normal thing to do. I had to fight that in the beginning, first, I don't know, 3, 4 years or whatever. Trying to keep from having ego, try to have some humility, seeing that I was just a dumbed down zombie slave all my life. There's nothing special about me. It's not like I was chosen to wake up or some crap like that. It never felt like that. People tried to blow smoke up my ass and let my ego take over and stuff like that. But I never let it happen. I always was pretty good about recognizing it. Chemtrail. Can hardly see anything. It's gonna take like 5 minutes to move through. I don't know what to do. It's right in the crack of an X that I was talking about earlier. There's an X there, and they're opening up. So it's going to take probably a good 10 minutes or so to move through it. So I'm just going to keep the camera where it is. Oops. And just let it bounce through again here. And then it looks like I'll have another 10 minutes of clearing. It's going to be that kind of night. I kind of want to try to make it all the way around again. So that whatever I missed the first time around, maybe I'll get lucky and catch it the second time. I mean, I can see through it, but I just hate it when it's that foggy like that. Calling it fog. Oh, 5 minutes left. It'll be through. Almost through. A few more minutes. 2 more minutes, it'll be out. I might have to run through this one twice. We'll see. Come on, bitch. Almost out. Couple more minutes. It's right at the tip now. It's right at the tip of the trail. So let's do this. It's coming out. It's coming out. Okay. So it's pretty much clear of that chemtrail. Now we got about 5-10 minutes for the next one. I know you can all see it. I know you can see it. It's good. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's better than lying to yourselves about everything. Yeah, you know what? The next trail's really big. I don't think I'm gonna stay. I'm just gonna say fuck it because that's. I'll maybe give it 10 minutes once it hits it. It's gonna hit us in about 5 minutes. And it's pretty big. Almost there. Yep, it's there now. It might go through in like 10 minutes, so I might take another. If it goes through and it's going the right way, then I'm all for it. It's about halfway through. I'm gonna run that one again. Only a couple trails behind me. After this one, it looked like it got like 20 minutes or so. That'll be good. Anybody to my south that might be trying to view is getting a bad bad view to the moon. 5 minutes. 5 minutes still on the trail, but we can see through it, so keep going. Maybe 10 minutes. Oh. Still a trail there, but we're getting it. I can clearly see all the images that make up the moon through the clouds, through the trails. Just wish the fuck they'd leave me alone one fucking time here and there, you know? Still looks like another 3 or 4 minutes before it's out. Alright, we're almost out. Maybe this time I'll just go around quicker. Almost out. Another minute. There we go. See? Below 6,000 feet. Regular airplane. Even helicopters are allowed down that low. But chemtrail jets, no, they're around 10,000. Military airspace. Military airspace is 10,000. Then they also have permission to be in commercial airspace as well. They don't, so really, they can be anywhere really, because even helicopters, if they're in a helicopter, they're allowed to be down below the 6,000 feet. But if they're in a jet, they got to be 10,000 to 60,000, some crap like that. The dude that I was having that conversation with, his uncle, I believe it was a pilot, or his grandfather was a pilot. So to me, it seems like he should know all that stuff. He should have been noticing the chemtrails more than I did. Should have had more of an interest in the sky than I did. That's what I say about all these people that all, I don't even know if they really back NASA or they're brainwashed, or I don't know, but over the years you get a lot of people NASA affiliated, or always claim to be. Save the bullshit stories about the moon landings and all that crap. It's all a lie. The heliocentric model itself is a fucking another lie. So all them people that come in claiming NASA said this and this scientist said that, it's all bullshit, man. We can see what it is. We can see what the reality of everything is. We don't need no lies. That's nice, man. I don't know. Maybe going counterclockwise is going to be a good thing. You know, it'll make it appear to the camera that I'm going clockwise. that the moon is going clockwise if my camera is going counterclockwise. So I probably should have been doing that all along. See if it makes any difference when I go watch it back. Or I'll see what the response is to it, because my moon videos don't get shit for views and nobody ever comments on it or anything. So it's really strange, because it's so easy to grab the footage of the moon like this. If we were all doing it, we would learn so much so fast. That's nice. Oh yeah. You're the Jets. Yep. Oh boy, that's a big one. There's some big trails coming in. I gotta hurry up. Nice. Very nice. Battery low.